Okay, well, welcome to our podcast. This is Dr. Katz, Dr. Clarinda Forte Katz, and we are doing a very short podcast today on sinus care. As I'm recording this right now, it is August. We are going into Radweek season, but it occurred to me as I'm doing this that sinus issues can be year-round, winter, summer, spring, fall. So no matter when you're listening to this, you can appreciate what's going on. So what are the sinuses? Sinuses are holes or opening within the skull, above the eyes, in the nose, and behind our cheekbones. They are covered in mucus and also have tiny hairs within them. So what is the function of the sinuses? Well, part of what they do is warm and humidify the air we breathe. So especially in the winter or in desert environments, dry environments, in the winter, if we should normally breathe, let's start with normally we should be breathing in and out through our nose. And as we breathe in, especially in the winter, having all that cold air coming into our lungs, that would actually cool our body temperature down, and it would make our body work harder. So by breathing in through our nose, we're warming that air. And we're also adding moisture to that air as we breathe in, no matter what time of year we're breathing. Again, having dry air coming into our lungs would be an irritation and would affect our breathing. The sinuses filter the air that we breathe. Remember I said we have mucus in there and little hairs, so it acts as a filter, so it will pick up things such as dust and pollen and viruses and bacteria. Sinuses assist in regulating the pressure within our nose. Anyone who's ever had a head cold will know there's lots of pressure in there when they're not working. The sinuses contribute to the immune defense of the body, again, by filtering the air. If it picks up a virus or a bacteria, it will make more mucus to try to encapsulate whatever we have in there and flush it out of the body. The sinuses help lighten the skull. So normally a skull is 8 to 10 pounds, and for most of the time that is not a problem. Some people have a problem maintaining that much weight on top of their neck, but were it not for the sinuses, our skull would easily be about 20 pounds. The sinuses help in voice resonance, this is the reason why we sound different when we hear ourselves on a recording as opposed to inside our head. It's the way sound vibrates within our sinuses. Sinuses are also shock absorbers, especially when we're chewing something very hard or when we bump our heads. Things can go wrong, and then you have what's called sinusitis. And this is an inflammation. Anything ending in itis, and itis is an inflammation. So sinusitis is an inflammation of the sinuses, and that's the mucous membranes become inflamed, and it's the nose, sinuses, as well as the throat. Sinusitis can be caused by a virus, bacteria, both infections, or by allergies. It can also be caused being around a very dusty environment. So what do we do to take care of our sinuses? So we're going to discuss briefly the care and feeding of healthy sinuses. Yes, what you eat does affect your sinuses. Well, the big thing is keeping your sinuses moist. This is especially true in dry environments or in the winter, especially if you're on the East Coast. How do we keep our sinuses moist? Well, we can use nasal irrigation or we can use steam, and that is a picture of a neti pot. So neti pots, one of my favorite ways. It helps clean debris from the nasal passages, again, dust, pollen, bacteria, viruses. It helps moisten the mucous membranes. And I pretty much use this almost year-round, especially in the winter or during allergy season, or if I feel like I'm getting sick. There are so many different how-to videos that you can find on YouTube and elsewhere online on how to use a neti pot properly. Things that you need to use a neti pot. Obviously, you need to use a neti pot, but water and salt, basic stuff. Now, the water must be good, clean water. If necessary, boil and cool the water. You may also use distilled water. Salt cannot be iodized. You cannot use sea salt because of the algae. There are two products I like. There is something you can purchase called Nasaline, which is pretty much pre-made saline or salt that you can add to the neti pot. Or you can use kosher salt. Kosher salt is a large crystal. It dissolves easily and usually has nothing added to it. There's also a product you can purchase in the pharmacy called simply saline. I like this. It's basically saline water in a can. It's pressurized, It's really good to travel with. I keep it in my desk at the office. So again, this is something that's easy to use and very portable. You can also use steam to open up your sinuses. Now, you can do this by being in a shower, extra long, or steam room, or boiling water and draping a towel over your head while you're inhaling the steam. Now, with this, you can also add essential oils or herbs to help open up the sinuses. So some examples are eucalyptus, peppermint, rosemary. These are all things you can use to help aid with the opening of the sinuses. Getting adjusted. Chiropractic care and chiropractic cranial care will definitely help any type of sinus issues. Chiropractic adjustment will help boost your immune system. It will also help open up the natural flow of the sinus passages. Oftentimes, if I feel like I'm getting sick or have a cold or allergy issues, an adjustment will definitely open up my sinuses and help. So definitely getting adjusted and normalizing your nervous system response to the extra stress going on with the body, whether it's immune response, chemical, structural, or emotional. Diet in your sinuses. Okay, this is important. So drink water. We are water. We are water beings. We're 70 to 80% water. If we're dehydrated, it's going to show up with our sinuses. So if you want to be moist and keep everything moist, you need to have that water. You can eat water-rich foods such as cucumbers and watermelon. You want to avoid dairy. Dairy will make more mucus, so especially if you are sick or you have some inflammation in the sinuses, it's going to make you more mucousy. You want to avoid GMOs whenever possible. It has been shown that genetically modified organisms will interfere with your detox pathways. So whenever possible, you want to eat clean, you want to eat organic and non-GMOs as often as possible. You want to keep your liver clean. So ways to do this is to basically make sure you have a mostly plant-based diet, fruits, vegetables, organic if you can. You want to eat or use detox foot baths. Many establishments now have them there. We have them in our office. It's a good way to help clean out your liver a bit, helps deal with the side effects of allergies, and helps the immune response. There's a product called cracked chlorella. It's a green product along the lines of spirulina, where it helps, again, pull out any toxins from your liver. Quercetin is excellent for allergies. It's a bioflavonoid that will help with the histamine response. Extra vitamin C and vitamin C-rich foods, again, will help boost the immune system, help the immune response. You can do Epsom salt baths at home. My office, we often recommend doing a weekly Epsom salt bath to help pull toxins out of the body, which again helps clean out the liver, helps the body handle other toxins as much as possible. So that's it. That was our quick video on sinus care. I thank you so much for giving me your precious time. If you want to find us on Facebook, look for us on Cats Family Chiropractic. I really look forward to any comments you have. We're always looking for suggestions on future podcasts. Again, my name is Dr. Clorinda Forte Katz. Thank you again for your time. Please go out there, be awesome, and have a great day. Thanks.